Hey guys, this is Hawk. Welcome back to the channel and to Abiotic Factor, where today we're definitely going to be headed back to residences. We're going to be headed into the area where Dr. Khan has told us the dark lens exists, and we're going to be trying to locate that or something of that nature. He mentioned that he is going to be able to power it on if we're able to get to it. Still a little leery of that guy, but we're going to do what he says because that's where the progress of the game is taking us. You can see top left, access the dark lens. However, in between episodes, I took time to take a look at something because the bad part is about single player games and entities like the Layak or the Krazu is that they're supposed to be interesting entities that they target one player at a time. However, if you're playing a single player game, that is always you. So anyways, I took some time. I wanted to know how long it was going to be until we were able to contain the Krazu. And the answer is that we already have the ability to contain the Krazu. So we're going to take a look at, for a couple minutes here, we're going to be taking a look at some of our upgrades here. The Krazu goes in the same containment facility as the Layak goes. However, we just need a more, you noticed in, I think that was still in the recording. The Krazu actually came to the front door. It was right here, and this lamp did nothing for him, and I had forgotten. We actually do have the ability. We had the ability to upgrade to an aux lamp at some point, and that is what we need to be able to kind of stun him and get him into a containment facility. So I don't know. I've not looked at this yet. I don't know if we've found the pieces that we need yet in order to be able to upgrade to an aux lamp, but we're about to find out because the guy's driving me crazy. He's driving me crazy. But I figured we would go through the whole exercise if we're going to look through a bunch of our different weapons here and see if any of these can be upgraded. I didn't think a bunch of these could. I think the Night Magnum is done. It is. I don't think there's anything after the nuke crack. Let's double check our chef's knife just to make sure. I didn't think so. I think we actually crafted that elsewhere anyways. All right. So the polished antique shotgun would be able to be upgraded, or I'm sorry, the antique shotgun would be able to be a polished antique shotgun if we had 2 more black oil. This is the part that always kills me about this, though. You'll notice there that the antique shotgun and the polished antique shotgun, they both only have a damage of 30. It's just, normally this only affects the durability if it's going to be something like that. All right, this is, oh, we've got an ornate knife, which can be turned into ornate daggers. This is damage of 20, but there's this +9 again, and then the durability is 50. And this is just double because, of course, there's 2 of them. Otherwise, we can use an interfection guitar. This is an offhand armament. That's interesting. We don't have that in this game. Normally, if we've got something, we only have... So this says it's an offhand knife for quick stabs and parrying. So it is kind of like a block tool, and it's used in your offhand. So you would, if you've got a one-handed weapon, which I do believe the mace actually is. Oh nope, it is a two-handed weapon. I swung a little closer to the enhancement bench than I actually thought that I was. All right, that's fine. All right, the rail rifle. Okay, that makes sense. The Ice X rifle requires the frozen essence. I have that somewhere. It might be still in a cart. Oh, I don't think I recalled my carts. The Toaster SMG will turn into Varenkovs if I put a transuranic superalloy in it. I'm just not convinced I want to because, again, the damage is only 30. This just increases the durability, and so far the 9mm weapons, they're not great. All right, and then this guy is the one, of course, we're looking at. It requires a thermocell. I wonder if we have the ability to make one of those, because I would love, before we wander out and about today, I would love to be able to just get that guy contained. We just need another transuranic superalloy, which uses the rest of our blood. I would like to know if there's a place for us to get... if there was a place for us to just easily get more blood. Oh, that's the Chopinator. I thought there was somebody else standing, because, like, she's still wandering around. I was like, I thought there was another trader. I was real confused there for a second. All right, we should be able now to upgrade to the aux lamp, and we're going to go ahead, if possible, we're going to make sure we take... There we go. We're going to get another containment cell, and we're also going to need, before we do that, I believe we're going to need a larger battery in that vicinity. Oh, gosh. I forgot how expensive this thing is. It uses a tram station key for whatever reason. All right, so we need to make it... This is like 12 miles deep to make this containment thing. All right, so containment. That allowed us to make the tram key. We need 10 quantum glass. So let's go ahead and we'll craft all of those. You know what? Before we do that, I'm pretty sure I've mentioned... Hi. You scared me. Don't yell while I'm wandering around. We have the ability... Oh, we got rotten fish. Interesting. Let's sushi it up. Oh, you just scrap it. Okay. All right, that's fine. We will take these things and we will get them scrapped. However, what I wanted to do is I would like to make French fries. Where are my potatoes? Potatoes... I don't remember what potatoes look like. Are these potatoes? There we go. All right, we're going to go ahead and we're going to make French fries. And I believe that is because... I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly... Slightly increases agriculture, construction, cooking, and crafting XP. Is this one? Yeah, they're all just slightly. Is there something that was... Alright, guys, I never finished what I was saying there because I was looking through recipes. I am pretty sure there's something that's a better source of... so I think... Yeah, this one says move faster and feel stronger. So, like, these... I think there's a soup recipe that... This is faster XP for... So the balanced stew. Okay. So if I did a balanced stew, it doesn't say slightly increases like the... Maybe I'll make that instead. The balanced stew. Looks like it is... Oh, I don't know if I've got a carbuncle, though. I have a carbuncle. All right, I've got some balanced stew, which... Let's see what exactly that gives me here. I was hungry enough that I'm just going to have both. All right, we're going to leave that behind. You gain crafting and construction XP at a faster rate. So it gives me that top icon on the left. Let's see, does this stack? Is this a stackable buff or is this just... Oh, yeah. That's two different buffs. Huh. All right, let's keep going here. All right, we're trying to make the containment facility. And it's going to take us a little while to get here. I need 8 of these. All right, so let's go down to 8. Okay. And then we need a hyperdense neural chip. Let's go ahead and craft that. Oh, gosh, that requires that reservoir growth. I'm down to 4. And I need 3 X-ray towers. All right, that means I'm going to need 3 of these. Lab burners. And I had enough hoses, apparently, for that. And then, oh, gosh, I need 3 projection matrices. I've got the stuff for it, though. Now, I do have... Gosh, that's a lot of crafting. The containment... I think I still need... Yeah, that was only one of those. Gosh, that was a very expensive recipe for the containment unit. Okay, we've now got one. And we're gonna put the Krazu with his sibling. Alright. It's freaking huge. Oh, is this... How did I fit this in the bathroom? And do I have room for another one in the bathroom? I'm also... Oh, it's in here. All right. I don't know if you're going to fit or not, but I'm sure going to try. And I want to upgrade the battery is what I would like to do here so that... You know what we're going to do here? We are going to get rid of this. I don't want you here. I might be able to get this a little further into the corner if there's not a... Oh gosh, it is way in the corner. Okay. I mean, I could put it behind the door-ish. I would just need to... Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. For the moment, we're gonna stick it in a locker because it's really heavy. I could have torn down this guy. That probably, I mean, I know that would have been helpful. I have no idea how much, by the way, geez, that lady scares the crap out of me when she starts talking out of nowhere. In case you're curious, this is what my skill tree looks like. I wanted to try this. Oh, I wanted to try this. All right. We're gonna let the bench take care of that. I didn't know it was a portal storm. All right, ready? I'm standing here. Oh, interesting. That was not where I last was. I'm curious to know if another portal spawns. Oh, nope, it does know where I am. I was trying to figure that out the one day when I go invisible, if it knew where I was. Should still be, yep, still in range. All right, we need to make another battery. If we're gonna have 2 containment facilities, I need to make sure that battery is going to hold. All right, so we're going to look at, there's a quantum battery now. Quantum battery. This requires a carbon battery. Gosh, I need 3 of the frozen essence. I don't have that much. I might just end up making another carbon battery. All right, guys, I need jailbroken CPUs, and I came back, and there's some of them laying on the ground. So I need to be able to get out and get that one, but I need to aggro this guy. I think that works. If I, first of all, reload my gun. I think if you attack it while it's in there, it will emerge during the day. Because right now, I would have to turn all of these guys off in order to be able to get out there to get that CPU. And then it'll aggro all of the Tesla coils and him. Okay. There we go. That worked. All right, we got 3 CPUs from that. There were 2 on the ground, plus that guy himself. I should probably start... I don't know why I'm keeping these. There's no reason to, I don't think. I'll keep 1, but the rest of those can be broken up. It looks like they've got the optic lenses in them, which I sometimes need for things. Very nice. I don't even have to get those from the from the blacksmith. All right, so we should have military electronics. There we go. And I have some sodas. All right. Okay, so we now have the CPUs for... What were we even working on? This. Why were we working on a memory brick? I have absolutely no idea. Oh, look. Yes, optic lenses. I was working on a memory brick, but I don't remember why. Oh, battery. We're in the middle of trying to make a big battery. All right, so I just need to make the industrial battery, which needs an air compressor. If you have not already evacuated the facility, consider this your top priority. All right, and then we were making the... wonderful and productive evening. Wait, why? It says I've already got one of... I have a battery. Why am I making this? Oh, maybe I already crafted it. That's why. Okay. All right, now. Now that we've got that... I feel like I should move you over. I don't think you guys are going to fit side by side, though, anyway, are you? All right, we're going to go ahead and place this down. We're going to move connections over here, I do believe, which is what I'm going to need to accomplish here without losing the containment of the layout, because that would be awful. All right, guys, I think I have this set up so that hopefully this isn't a disaster. I ran another battery over here. We were going to need I wanted a second one anyway. If we're running 2 of these containment units, I wanted to make sure that we've got 2 batteries in here instead of running off of 1. So I powered this one on. It's in the middle of charging right now. That's what the little white tower is the charge. I think that the blue tower, I think I'd mentioned this once upon, this is probably a million videos ago. I think it has something to do with the power draw that's required for the specific things that are tied to it. So I'm going to try to see if we can just, I should really probably get this guy on my, on my hotbar just in case. All right, that's in slot 6. All right, can I just swap? Yes. Yes, I can. All right, because then what I want to do is I want to move this battery over next to that one.
I may soon need the facilities.
All right, we'll put you here. And then we will... Since when do they lose power when you put them in your pocket? Oh, no, it didn't. Okay. All right, so now that that is done, we should be able to package up all of these little connectors. I think there's more. Oh, here we go. And then we should be able to... which one did that go to? I've now got a connector in here that doesn't actually connect to anything. Okay, perfect. All of those are taken down now, so now we should be able to, I believe, put this containment facility that I shoved into a locker. Let's try to put this, like, behind the door so that the Krasus are together. And then I'm curious to know... That's actually not as bad now. I mean, it's still a little claustrophobic in here. And I've lost all of my crafting buffs, so... Okay. All right, then we will just plug this guy into here, and now we are ready for Krasu when he gets here. Oh, that actually took a little while. I'm not overly happy about how long that took, as a matter of fact. And I'm wondering if the Krasu drops that frozen essence, because... Oh, I'm storing a lot of things in these lockers. Also, I need this. We are out of filtered water out here, so I need to go dump this into our filtered one. Perfect. We got brand new drinking water. All right, let me put these barrels back. I will get more water at some point in life that is not now. All right, so I think we're just waiting on... I'm going to wait on the Krasu at this point because I hate going places and end up being in the middle of a battle. We ran into that in the one episode. I was in the middle of fighting a peccary and the Krasu showed up and I had to stay facing him and it was annoying. And I'm still not even sure. That is the one thing I didn't even look up. I didn't look up what that chill creeps in. What does that even do? I have no idea. By the way, you will also notice I built a second teleporter pad. We're going to be hanging on to that for now because one of the things I would like to test at some point is I would like to test if this thing can be set to multiple Where are you currently set up? You're somewhere in residences. Actually, that's not that bad. That's actually not that bad. Because we've got a tram right down there that would be able to take us to residences. Let's go ahead and pop this thing down here and see if we can toggle back and forth. But that was the one thing, is I'm trying to figure out if I need paired sets everywhere or if I just need one in my base and then I just need to like reattune it. So let's teleporter tag. You're gonna be Bravo. Confirm. And then let's see. Can we just reattune you? I mean, I know that I can. All right, Bravo. Puts us out here, which is what I expected. Then we go back in. Now, can I do this? Can I just put you back to Alpha? It totally worked because I knew... No! No! I hear the Krasu! I need the Krasu here, not there. All right, guys, plasma flail. Here we go. Oh. That was violent. That was incredible, kind of, actually. All right, guys, so while we're waiting for the Krasu, this is becoming a very long recording session already, just waiting for the Krasu and, well, trying to set up containment for him. Why did I have a second teleporter pad on me? First of all, those things are expensive. So I had some people that were asking me why I wasn't using more teleporters and stuff. I would prefer to move maybe towards like the teleporter pads because here's my thought. Follow me here. I've got all of these outposts set up and they are used crafting benches. And we all know what portal storms and enemies and all of those kinds of things, what they target is crafting benches. I don't really want to have to put a ton of crafting benches where I have to like constantly put upgrades on the benches just to be able to suppress portal storms and then have to defend them, worry about defending them during attacks and those kinds of things. So I would much rather, if possible, just use the teleporter pads because I don't think that identifies as a base location. I don't think. Anyways, So, but those are expensive, those teleporter pads. It requires the full lodestone plus the transuranic superalloy plus a reinforced CPU and a Tarask iCore. So in order for me to make the one that I just made, I had to go kill a Tarask between episodes. I didn't even mention that. So I killed the Tarask. Much easier with the plasma flail and also the flamethrower because I actually looked and why is there a meter for this that looks like it's I don't know. Anyway, it was much easier because I did double check the Tarask. I checked his profile card and it said that he was weak to both flame and to plasma, so I did that. Also used some of the Molotovs that I have, these guys. So anyways, that was what I needed to be able to craft that thing, and I'm sort of out of, I mentioned this earlier, for the transuranic superalloys, I'm out of the plutonic blood now, so I can't put a whole bunch of these out because they're super expensive, but you'll see this is attuned to Teleporter Pad Bravo. Why is this attuned to it? Well, I mentioned in the last episode that I had something that I was planning, and I was not going to tell you guys what it is, so let's go see what it is. Do you guys remember the old base? The Once Upon a Time base? This is now the chemistry station. I need to get some furniture for in here. I need to get some lamps. I brought over our fancy Inquisitor crate, and I brought our distillations that we have. And so we'll be able to come here and do chemistry work. Because I mentioned I do not have room for all of these workstations. I was actually considering bringing over the ammo bench as well. The ammo crafting bench. Anyways, that'll be interesting here because I had actually also seen, I believe there's a bunch of the farm crops. I believe you can do the farm crops. So let's see. I'm gonna have to water these things, but like, I don't know which of the, you know, let's just take some of them all. Let's just take some of everything. That one's not regrown yet. Take some carrots, some space lettuce. The Charasphere's, I think, just a weapon. But I think we can distill that stuff. Now, we'll only be able to do this during the day, because right now that's all I've got set up for. But let's see, can we distill? I can distill carrots. I have no idea what these are going to turn into, but we're going to go through all of these, and we're going to see what we can do. We're going to try to distill corn next. How long do these take if I do 3 at a time, though? All right, unfortunately, it takes a little bit, but I got vigorous distillation from carrots. I don't think I had that before. No, I've got unstable, charged, and fizzy. Oh, and that made 12 of them. Oh. I'm going to stand here and I'm going to continue distilling things and hope the Krazu doesn't come until I go back to my other base. Oh, you can do Charaspheres. Oh. So the vigorous distillation, or the corn also turned into vigorous distillation, but I only got 9 of them. Isn't that interesting? So what did I put in first? What was it that I had first? All right, guys, we're on to space lettuce, and it works. All right, so the Charaspheres turned into an unnerving distillation. So let's start distilling the space lettuce. So now we've got unnerving, and I've got 12 of those. I really wish I remembered what I just put in there. Although I think, not that. I think there's something in here. The distillations. Oh, it was carrots. I put in 3 carrots and got 12, and then 3 corn and got only 9. So now we know. Carrots are better. Also, what are you turning into, space lettuce? You're turning into vigorous as well. How many do you turn into? Let's get our antiverse wheat ready. 9. So again, the carrots are still better. Okay, the antiverse wheat turned into vigorous distillation as well, but I only got 6 of those. So let's put in a super tomato. That'll be much faster, because there's only 1 of those. Oh, that turns into an alien distillation. Can I do a Xantarian rice seed? No. Okay, fine. What about shadow berries? They can be distilled, don't know what they're turning into, but we now have an alien distillation. I'll have to mess around with some of this stuff at some point. I wonder if the actual Xantarium rice, I'm gonna doubt it, but I'm gonna see if the Xantarium rice can also be done. Oh, that's turning into an occult distillation. Oh. How many distillations are there? Oh, it tells us at the top. Vigorous distillation, fizzy, alien, theoretical. Oh, just and I've got a bunch that are theoretical because I haven't found them yet. And then there's a charged, unnerving, unstable, and here's a cult. Oh, can you be done? You totally can. Rice can be done. Rice turned into alien distillation as well. Interesting. How about a pumpkin? Have a pumpkin. Okay, that also, the pumpkin turned into a vigorous oh, that was 12. And that was much faster than the carrot because there's only one of them that it had to go through. Interesting. All right, how about potatoes? Let's distill some potatoes. It'll be exciting. Do you think it's going to make me... What is it? Is potatoes moonshine? I feel like potatoes is moonshine, isn't it? All right, in sad news, potatoes did not turn into moonshine or any form of alcohol. They've turned into a vigorous distillation as well. 9 of them for the 3 potatoes. How about an egg? Let's distill some eggs. All right, eggs also turned into a vigorous distillation, making 9 of them. And let's distill some regular tomatoes. They can't turn into an alien distillation, I wouldn't think, because, well, they're not alien. We turned the regular tomatoes into super tomatoes, which is what made them alien. You're a vigorous distillation as well. I will just let you go to cook up the following day. That was the last thing I had on me anyway. All right. Other than the Xantharium rice seed. Oh, can I trade that? Where's the trader lady? Will you take a Xantharium rice seed? I need the Krazu to get here. I'm also considering just tearing this down. Because I get tired of the security bot, but at the same time, it drives me crazy when, like, we get the portal storms and such. Alright, guys. I don't seem to have an entry. It might be this one for the Krazu. I, of course, have the one for the Layak, which calls him IS0091. This, like a... Woman, you scared the crap out of me. Will you take a Xantharium rice seed, or is it you give me a Xantharium rice seed?
Hey there. We need to help each other here, right? Because it's rough out there. And we all have to eat.
Oh, okay. So this is
right?
what... This is our cost.
If you wanted to...
Oh, okay. Stop talking.
Trade something?
Stop
Maybe?
talking.
We could totally do that.
Gus is down. Gus is down. Stupid thing. Stupid security bot took down Gus. I'm assuming that means Gus is about to die. I've never seen that before, though. That must be part of the pet thingy. Now, the question is... Does that mean Gus is permanently gone? I don't know if they made that update. It used to be that just Gus would be back the next time you logged in. You shouldn't stand there. That's not a smart place to stand. There, I turned it off for you. Alright, let's go check on Gus. I think Gus is dead. Now, whether he comes back the next time we log in or not is a whole other story. I mentioned I've been capturing those because I'm turning them into the blacksmith. Gus, what are you doing out here anyway? This is not just a cooked pest rump, it is a beautifully cooked pest rump. I have no idea when we made that change. Alright, I'm still waiting for the Krazu. I want to try something, but unfortunately we just harvested all of our crops. And what I want to try is I want to try to make that Cosmado thingy. Unless I don't think I've got... No, I don't have anything left over here that I think attracts... I'm going to try getting something that attracts the Layak to see if that perhaps... You're just carrot and pumpkin soup, your reservoir, your A&L mega stew. Yeah, I want to try to see if we can actually attract the Krazu using the same type of things that we would use to attract the Layak himself. Guys, this is another thing I don't know how to do anymore. Hungry, offer food item to feed. Last I knew, he would actually eat both nachos and Xantharium rice, and I don't know how to... They used to get a prompt. So one of those prompts used to be to feed him. Now it's pick up, pet, and follow. I don't know how you actually feed these guys anymore. So this is me picking him up. My inventory's full. This is me petting him. And of course, following him just follows him. And I tried to do like this is right click. I'm kind of holding it out to him. He's not eating it. And if I left click it, then I eat it myself. Like, huh? I don't really know how to do the stuff with the critters anymore. I guess I'm gonna have to look that up. It seems like that's weird to me. I'm getting tired of waiting on the Krasu. I really am. I think we're gonna go. I think I'll just take along the ox thing, and we will use it if we see him. But I'll have to get containment for him afterwards. Let me straighten out my stats and all of my inventory items, and we're gonna head out because I don't want to wait anymore. I'm tired of waiting. All right, guys, I think I've got everything. I'm unfortunately overly decked out again. Notice I've got a bunch of test tubes again. I am actually using them. So if, you'll notice the rebar bolts. If I go in here and I go to craft rebar, I only have 17 rebar. So I've recently collected about probably about 6 of those anomalies and traded them to the blacksmith for those. All right, let's go ahead. Get this thing out, because last time I jumped into this frozen realm, it was like the Krasu was immediately there. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and just drink a coffee right away, because I was thirsty anyway. And then that way we can leave you behind. And let's get one more coffee before we go. The other thing I want to make note of is that I don't actually know. You do have to reattune the teleporter. We needed to go to Alpha. There we go. Now we're in the right place. That was very confusing. All right, let's take you with us. Okay, so where... Yeah, I wondered. Okay. He does leave the frozen essence behind. Is this... It is radioactive. Let's put it in our shielded slot. I wasn't sure. I also am not... Oh, I know where we are. Okay. I was having a moment there. So, I don't know what is going to be used for containment for that guy. So, like, we put in those... the grab to be able to contain the Layak, so we might put the Krasu in. And it might require something different to actually maintain containment for him. And I apologize, guys. We spent so much time doing some reorganizing stuff that I don't know that we're going to have a lot of time left for this, because I do... There's so many floaty balls all over the place. Oh. Residences looks weird. All right, let's go a way that we don't have to jump into an abyss. So this way. I love the tree, though. I hear singing. Are the Unlost back? That's a little faster these days. All right, I like having the knife on my hotbar. It just makes this process so much easier. Ooh, I like this place. They're allowing you to set up a crafting bench here. I can have a cooked pork chop. Hey, ice cream. I don't think you probably want to walk out your back door, though. That would be the one downside here. It may not actually be... Maybe that's not the Unlost. Maybe that's actually... I should take ice cream. I could actually just loot all of this place. That requires a reinforced hose, and we would have a stove. Yeah, they've literally got you set up for a base here. That's cool. Like, there's the fridge, there's the stove, they gave you a cooking pot, there's a knife here even, and a frying pan. That might be a ninja that I'm hearing. There's another knife and another knife. Like a billion knives. I was looking for knives for the longest time. Couldn't find a knife. Alright. Let's leave behind... Leave behind a cart here. Get rid of all this stuff that I'm now carrying. I'll even take down this guy. Alright, we got all of that. That was a lot of stuff, actually. There's my teleporter pad. Okay. Let's go fight a ninja. I'm assuming this is who this is. Oh, yeah, and a second set of stoves out here. Oh, that's a neat... Oh, that's a weird picture. Okay. I hear you walking, so you're definitely not an unlost. But there's a portal here. Oh, does this jump between... Is that what those things are? Is like that'll jump to that one or something like that? I'm just gonna eat this pork chop. No reason to carry it around. Alright, where are you? And yeah, coffee machine. The interesting question is this still frozen where this is? Because if not, heck yeah. This would be a great outpost. Toilets right below you? Oh, that'd be so neat. Oh my gosh! Okay, I wasn't expecting that. Oh, okay. In bad news, I don't know how to get back now. I mean... I see you, Carbuncle. And Peccary. My gosh. What the heck? The Peccaries they drop Yeti fur? Oh, I need to kill all of those Peccaries. Okay. I got that all collected. That just loops around. I left a card here, by the way. I guess we're going up the elevator. Because I don't have a thing to get back over there now, and my jetpack wouldn't work in here even if I had it on, and I don't. Is that the dark lens? Is that what we're doing? Like, I know we're trying to access the dark lens, but... Ah! Get out of that. I was trying to stop crouching is what I was trying to do. I feel like you would not be susceptible to plasma. Dude, he's susceptible to plasma. I've never killed one of those so quickly. What is going on in here? There's like... Are those mannequins? I have no idea. There's a random duct tape on top of there. Oh. They gave you more stuff here. Let's see. What all breaks down here? All of it. All of it, I say. I left the cart in the elevator. I brought it up with me because, well, I knew we would run into a situation where we would need a cart. All right, what else are we doing here? Okay, there's another Xer up there. This is the dude with the tree. He's slightly more intimidating. I have no idea if you can kill this guy with a plasma flail, but I'm gonna try.
Need warmth.
Oh my gosh, you can. Ah. It is apparently still very cold over here, so it wouldn't be a great place to set up a base because you would have to always be worried about being cold. Alright, I would like your plutonic blood. I only get one? Hey, there's a Mance. Hey, Dr. Mance.
This is Dr. Mance. If the Exor and its ilk were created by a conscious entity, we must search it out. Finding traces of this intelligence is like detecting electrons in a cloud chamber. We're working entirely from inference. But everything we now know points to one fact. There is a power at work in Antiverse 2, and whether it is operating against or towards us in some way, we must know.
All right, I'm going to take some stuff with me that we might get more of. So let's take... Oh, no. Give me the frozen essence. Oh, you didn't that time. Did I stare at you too long? Okay. I want to put the lamp in, and we'll also put in... Let's just take some glass, I guess. I really don't even need the glass. All right, there we go. That card is full. Whoops. Is that the direction it's going to shoot you? Is that what we're doing here? Goodness. Okay. So there's one this way and there's one that way. Isn't this where I just was? No, I'm in a higher level up. There's a food cart here. Employees only. QB! Huh. Huh. Plasma flail for the win. Might have to start bringing along one of those plasma generator things. Guys, there's a freaking stove on a cart. I want to package that up and take it back to my base. That is super cool. Also, I'm taking your standing lamps because now I have another outpost I need to light up. I should probably just go back to Helmholtz. That would probably be helpful. Okay. Was there any way to go back here where the dude was? Precariously, yes. That was nerve-wracking. Alright, I'm in anti-juice right now, which I know we can drink. Okay. That's where we came from. Hey, shadow berries. Also those floaty things that are radioactive. I have no idea where we're going here. Sure, I'll take some shadow berries, I guess. We can make more pie. Is there anything over here at all? Like, why did I come over here? There's Xantharium rice. I'm gonna leave that behind. Here's more Wow, I can get a lot of Xantharium rice and shadow berries from here. Like I said, that I can take along. I can make a pie. Oh. I don't think we were up here. There's like a facility. Yeah. Dark lens. It's going that way, it looks like? Oh my gosh! That's terrifying. Ah, okay. I will take your desk phones because I'm short on desk phones. Sure, I'll take all of that, I guess. I don't know why I started running out of desk phones, but I did. Alright, what else? Anything else here I would like? Yeah, another desk phone. I keep toggling my light off just to save the battery. Another desk phone. I might be overdoing it on desk phones now. You can totally go that way. That area down there is frozen. It's like back to the... Oh my gosh, there's the little dudes and everything. The ones where you gotta jump on their heads. Is this like where all the worlds collide? There's Christmas lights over there. What do you got in here? Sure, I'll take it along.
They took him out.
Oh my gosh, he just fell off the edge. That is hysterical. Does he come up from here? Like, where did he fall to? I think his death. That doesn't look like... Okay. Did you hear that, though? He's like, they took him out. Alright, I don't know what we need here. I don't know what this is doing. A calibrated shield generator. Do I even know how to make a calibrated shield generator? Hang on, let's put this down. Get rid of a bunch of stuff here. Grab all of your stuff. Put that all in here, too. Calibrated shield generator. I'm misspelling shield. Yeah, I don't think I've got drop shield, heater shield, charge shield, hexwood shield, hard light shield, and plastic shield. Okay, so we're gonna have to figure out how to make a calibrated shield generator. Oh, no, wait, no. Requires motion module. This is called a calibrated shield generator. To repair it requires a motion module. I don't think I've got that either. Motion. No, I do not. Which means we're gonna be wandering around trying to figure out... I had no idea, yeah, I'll have to find the recipe for the motion modules to finish what I was saying. I wish I would have known that this is kind of how those things worked, because I don't have my regular teleporters. So right now I'm going to put down a teleporter pad, and I'm going to end up, like, just coming back to the same place. And if I can't figure out how to get from, like, out of this place, I feel like we're kind of stuck here. Do you know what I mean? I feel like I'd have to leave it behind and just kind of start over. All right, we're going to, to end this episode, we're going to listen to Dr. Mance.
Research Director Mance filing an official note of record, copying to keystone. I requested live samples from A3. Live samples. Instead, one of the gatekeeper mystics appears in my office with the remains of a buzztail. It had been ripped up, cut in two, and flayed by whatever force they'd employed that day. I want to be clear. I understand how important their work is. But in the name of progress, can they just follow instructions? Sometimes I'm not even sure I'm talking to a human being.
I like when I get further away and you can actually hear Mance coming over through like the little radio thing. It's easier to hear him than as you get further and further away. And you still hear him audibly in the room, which seemed to happen when I got underneath him again. Okay, I fibbed. We're gonna go ahead and read these emails yet. See if there's anything here that will help us. Awful. From K. Young to P. Peters. I read Riggs' latest report from A33. It's hard to believe the place is real. It sounds horrific, and the inhabitants are even worse. It's like the universe's worst pyramid scheme. I admit, it's hardly my choice of holiday destination, but is it really so different from our society when you get down to it? A33. Krazu. We've now got a compendium entry for Krazu. All right, onboarding, and then Abe is underneath that, between M. Baker and A. Carita. All right, let's read this. Hey guys, who handles onboarding transfers from Springer? We've got a few people coming in over the next couple weeks, and I need to know...
I can't go on. Too cold.
That actually scared me because of the fact that we just read about the Krazu, and I was like, oh, he's gonna show up again. Like I mentioned, he did show up at my base, so I'm hopeful that we will be able to contain him. But anyways, got a few people coming in over the next couple of weeks, and I need to know who to pass them on to after the safety briefing. Hi, Marjorie. Alessandra from HR here. Which departments are they heading to? The memo says one's going to kinetics and another is headed for biosciences. I'll add a couple of people into this conversation who should know. Okay, so now we're on to M. Hutton and Khan, Dr.
I
Khan.
believe I need to, defecate.
Let's not talk about that when we're trying to read this. Hi, Marjorie. For biosciences, it'll be Petra. Send her the details, please, and make sure the transferees don't get lost. Otherwise, it should be fine. I don't have anyone currently listed as a contact for Kinetics Division who used to handle orientation. Direct them to me. I'll take care of onboarding. That's Dr. Khan. Thanks very much. I'll send them through the details directly, and I'll make sure that Marjorie has the info she needs. Thanks, Alessandra. And then we got a Gomez. Hi, guys. Probably a bit late on this, but I just noticed there's an email address in this thread that should probably be inactive. All right, hang on. Oh wait, I can't do that because there's a chill creeping in. Okay. Oh, okay, this freaking thing scares the crap out of me. All right. An email address that should be inactive? Oh my gosh! Whoever's using the ACON address should get in touch with me, please? Guys, have I been right? Is Dr. Khan... Is he infiltrating? Is he an alien? Is he the shapeshifter? Guys, we have some epic freaking music right now. We're not even done reading the emails. Abe from unknown user. Dr. Stern, are you there? Are you all right? You come back to the delivery field. Contact Stern, to Dr. Stern. I don't remember who Dr. Stern is. Guys, I can't even go home because we've got the power's out right now and I can't hug up my teleporter, but that's probably what's going to happen. And that is going to be the end of this episode, in and amongst our epic music. I'm going to get this set up for morning. Guys, Dr. Khan, did I know? Did I actually know? Is he not who we think he is? That's incredible. That is incredible. Well done, game. The epic visuals, the epic music, all of those things. And now you've seriously got me wondering. Can whoever's using the ACON... Hang on, we're gonna look at this. All right, here is the yes. The Kraz use IS0091B, so I would think anything that would attract the Layak back at the base. So if I make that, like, Cosmato wrap that uses the grab, I should be able to probably lure the Krazu and get him contained. All right,
how about a few brewskis
you
after work?
Scared the crap out of me, dude. Now I gotta find that entry all over again. All right, containment protocols. All containment facilities for IS0091B must utilize vacuum-grade insulation and maintain temperatures at or below critical substantiation levels at all times. Containment systems likewise require persistent high-energy EM spectrum irradiation with a hardened fail-safe backup power connection. As IS0091B is visible only to its target at any given time, approved study must be conducted by a single designated researcher. In the event of containment breach failure, the active researcher is directed to maintain direct line of visual contact until IS0091B desubstantiates, then notify gatekeeper personnel immediately. Grade 4 low-temperature protective clothing is mandated for all personnel entering IS0091B's containment. Creepy. Also, people. Hang on. Dr. A. Khan. Renowned as curious. It said his thing was, it's definitely, I wanted to make sure his first initial was A. Guys, he's something else. He's something else. I'm telling you, I had a pulse on that one. Ah, dude, stop talking. I'm trying to outro here. Also, look. I will have all of the rebar to give to what's-his-face, the blacksmith. Holy crap, that was a lot of those.
I love coffee in my coffee hole.
I'm sure you love coffee in your coffee hole. Is there any of these upstairs? Sure is. Dr. Khan, this place is terrifying. I don't think I want to work here anymore. Please call back Lance. I'm going to try to go back to the airport after, you know, my day one starting. This did not go well, and I don't want to work here anymore. Okay? Okay. All right, guys, but that's going to be it for this one. So I'm going to thank you guys so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this episode, feel free to like and comment. Also subscribe so that you get notified of future videos. But for now, my name is Hawk, and this has been Abiotic Factor, and I will catch you guys next time.